What's up, guys? Welcome to Ordinal Revolution. Today is the Ordinal Hour, where we go live for an hour and maybe even go further than that. But we're guaranteed an hour for you guys. We have a great show for you guys today. We're going to dig into all the markets. We're going to just dig into a lot of things, answer all your questions. Feel free to put any questions you have in there. And we might or might not have somebody showing up. We will see. But that'll be very interesting if it does happen. And yeah, I think we're just going to have an amazing live thing here. Like I said, put all your questions in the chat. We'll answer them as we go, and it should be a fun one. Without further ado, I'm going to bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What up, man? What's up?
Live, baby. We're
live. We live. Live, baby. Man, what better things to do than be live talking ordinals on a Friday night?
Yeah. So we got a new member.
Yes.
We're up to 13 members now. We love it, man. It's growing every day. We got Paul S. Paul, we appreciate you, buddy. Guys, you want to do members? We just did a member video. We got some crazy alpha in there that we really don't want to share to everyone because it's stuff that we're getting behind the scenes.
It's for members only. You got to have a members only jacket on
to
receive it.
And it's not really about the $10 a month. It's really just about like kind of token gating it and getting it to so it's not like exploding everywhere. Oh, Shizzy, Yagobi said this.
Yeah, well, I think it's just more about like appreciating support too, right? We talked about that, and because like you show your support that way as well, and we know just watching is showing support too, so we appreciate that as well.
Yep.
But yeah, man, so much going on in the space, just so many updates. Yeah, we can just jump right into that first one because I want everyone to see this, even though most people probably know.
Real quick though, okay. I just want to shout out some people here. We got Omoteo Sunday. What's up, buddy? He says, please tell me which of the Bitmap is still cheap and how to buy. We'll get to that later, I promise you. Then we got Bitrens. He's a member. What's up, Bitrens? What's up, guys? Have to leave early today, but we'll catch the stream and replay. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Bitreds, man. Really appreciate you, buddy.
Yep, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, but so I'm going to click it now. Bam! Congratulations, first of all, to the entire Bitcoin ordinal space, Bitcoin space in general, ecosystem, because there's other people doing stuff on different protocols. But since 2020, Bitcoin fees have not surpassed Ethereum fees, but it has now. So the Web3 boom on Bitcoin is going to be the main thing, in my opinion, that's going to drive into this next bull run. I didn't know, honestly, like even though like dude, like once we got engulfed into ordinals, I would say like we really got engulfed into it late June, early July, to where we loved it, right? And even then I was like, can there be enough? Can there be enough to kind of like win over these people from the different chains and stuff like that? And look, man, I don't know about you. Are you a little bit surprised of how aggressive it's been the last couple of weeks?
I want to say no, but I just feel like I'm lying.
Telling me no.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though? Like, but it's just so when we got in June, right? We had the highest of highs. Frogs were at 0.1, they went to 0.2. Everything was flowing. It was exciting. Bitcoin was only like 22K then, though. You know what I mean? 18K, 19K. So it wasn't crazy where it is today, but it was still like, it was still
rebounding,
good money, and it was still rebounding, and it was fun. And then it was just like, if you would have asked me that day when frogs are 0.2, OXBT was like running like crazy, I would say, yeah, dude, this is the market. This is it. Then you would ask me about 3 weeks later, I will tell you that this is all going to zero. So it's really just it's really about the feel, and for us to pass Ethereum and fees is scary in the same way that is exciting, because I think I paid $30 to send Bitcoin today. So
yeah, I mean, you just gotta if you were around in DeFi summer, this isn't new. Like I remember paying a crazy amount of gas. Right. So it is giving me those same vibes for sure. And this is just the beginning. Right. But one thing that you just brought up was a great point was, Bitcoin was what, like 22. I think I got to like 28 during that period. Yeah. But like not what it's been like lately, right? Like Bitcoin shot up to 38. It's been 38's that resistance right now, right?
Yeah.
38,000 resistance.
455 right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you see the direct results from Bitcoin jumping up in value that eventually trickles down and hits ordinals, right? Because I mean, let's be real, man. Like if you look back, I mean, I didn't expect it this early. I expected it eventually, right? I was like, okay, we're, but you know, it definitely this first wave up has been exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Some projects that shocked me a little bit. The
Yep.
funds I always was bullish. I felt like they were like the main ordinal, the PFP for ordinals, but then like they lost some steam.
Yep.
OMB took over and like ruled for like I want to say like 2 months, 3 months straight. And so
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, but then this resurgence of the frogs, they're slaying, bro. They're
Yep.
at like what 0.15 right now? 0.14.
Yeah, and that's been absolutely insane. And they've been flying. The Gooseone's been flying. Really, every single PFP collection is flying, and there's a reason for that, though. The reason is it is so expensive to inscribe a collection that all these collections are kind of getting to that point if they were inscribed today. Like if you would inscribe frogs today, 10,000 collection,
Oh
right?
yeah.
You're gonna be paying 0.1 for each one.
Forget about it.
It's going to be
Yeah.
insane. And it's like, so they're getting to the prices that they deserve to be on the ratio of what it would cost to inscribe them today. And if that continues, and if we get to where you're paying $70 to send an ordinal or $80 to send the ordinal, what's going to happen to these inscriptions that, were peanuts to inscribe, but if they come to the value of what you inscribe them today would be ginormous, right?
Yeah, and I don't even think people are thinking about that right now. It's just I think the logic that we had, not trying to pat our own backs here, but the logic that the people that believed in had the conviction in ordinals had,
Yeah,
saying, okay, these are layer one Bitcoin assets, right? Is playing out, right? Because I mean, the main token, Bitcoin, goes up extremely in value. Then who benefits first? Layer
yeah,
one assets, and everybody was just kind of like they're fading it because it lost some steam. Well, Bitcoin in itself lost some steam a little bit in the middle after the summer and
yeah.
stuff like that. So it makes total sense
It
that
does.
like once it jumped back up, things jump back up. So imagine Bitcoin being at 45, 50. What is that going to look like for ordinals a week, 2 weeks after it settles down at like 45K or something?
Well, you know what's going to happen? You're going to see all these assets dip, right? When Bitcoin's it's
As it's
really taken
getting to
off.
45, as it's
Yeah.
getting to 45.
So I think my personal opinion is that we launched to about 42 before falling back to about 34. Because that has to dip. But I see, potentially some of these ordinals falling 60, 70, some 80, 90% in that time period because
That's a lot of percent, dude.
November is historically like a really bad month for Bitcoin because people start taking profits, and what do? They get ready for Christmas, right? And then we really start taking off around Christmas time because people are like, oh yeah, you know what? I have extra money. Let me buy back in. And I could be completely wrong, but the timing is like almost perfect. What we're doing, I think we will be lower December 1st than we are today, but I also think that we're going to hit 42K before we get there.
Wow. So that means within the next week and a half, pretty much, or yeah, a week, that has to happen.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we
def-
need a cool off too. I mean,
well,
ordinals are up insane. You can't.
yeah.
It's not sustainable. People need to take profits.
Yeah, so I think everybody that is in the space like every day like has said that they expect some sort of pullback, right?
Yeah.
So I said it, you said it,
Yep.
Eric said it, like everybody, there's a lot of people that said it. So I think we're expecting that, and sometimes when everybody's expecting it, it doesn't
Does the
happen,
opposite. Yep.
right? But to your point about the 80, 90 percent drop back, only ones that will do that are the ones that like came like the cockroach projects that came out of like the
Yeah.
dark whenever like things were good, and then all of a sudden like if things get bad again, they're back out, but they won't
Yep.
have another chance to come back out and get people to put money back in my opinion,
Yeah.
the third time, because it'll be like, okay, they're just literally trying to pump their own bags,
Yeah.
trying to get the price of some of these BRC-20s. I mean, let's be real. It was like some of these BRC-20s we hadn't heard of, hadn't seen in the top 24 when we do our market updates forever.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Mappos of the world or the councils of the world and things like that. I can definitely see getting hammered again, and the cats and the PIIN.
Those will
and
be
stuff
the
like
next
that.
rounds.
Yeah, I think you can potentially see them dropping. But one thing that I'm worried about for some of these coins is if they add another, if Unisat says you guys can use 5 letters now or 3 letters now, right? If they put that in, because then what's going to happen to all these other ones? They're all going to do the same thing the older tokens did. And
I
it's
don't
like
think
nothing.
Unisat can change that unless the protocol itself is altered. Like,
Well, isn't Domo potentially going to be upgrading this?
I mean, I don't know if I haven't heard anything about him adding ticker characters to it though. But
Okay.
you know, it could happen, right? It could
Yeah.
happen. The biggest thing is, you know, how because I mean, we won't get deep into this because we're going to save that for the weekend update.
Yeah.
But like that, the news today about them opening up the framework to all these other developers, I think that's huge because that's going to attract people from the outside
Yep.
that are developers, right? And say, oh shoot, they have the framework of this easy, smooth exchange, and I can just alter it and use my coding skills to try to make it work for a different protocol. Why not? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
as ugly as the color scheme is for Unisat's website, because the color scheme is pretty ugly.
Yeah.
The layout and the way it works is the best for trading BRC-20s.
Yep, I agree. And
You know,
so but like back to the point, I mean, your point here about the fees on Bitcoin. Do you see them getting as high as 300 hours to send something?
So eventually, yes.
Okay.
Eventually,
That's
yes.
fair.
But this is if we get that pullback, then everybody will be, we'll see all these people posting screenshots saying, "I can put art on Bitcoin again. I can put art on Bitcoin again," right? With the sats per V byte getting back down
Yeah.
to like maybe like 40, around that range, 30s, even less, right? Because like we had it down to 7 like 3 weeks ago.
Dude, I minute shit at 3.
What?
Like
Negative
yeah.
1.
Oh
Big,
no, I've never seen it that. When they pay you.
the chain paid me. No, but yeah, I mean, I get it though, the frustration, because like especially like if you're trying to launch a project, that's when it sucks.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
I mean, that
man, like
happened to us with our BRC 420s, right? We were just like,
yeah, it did. Speaking of, shout out to the new 3 holders of Resident Yagobi on BRC
What are you up to
420
now?
10.
Whoa,
Yeah,
shit,
not
dude.
bad, not bad, not bad.
What do
Hey,
I got?
hey,
I got
I'm a
1.
gem. I'm a gem because I priced myself accordingly. Actually, no, I'm not saying I'm cheap, a cheap value, but Shizzy overpriced himself.
I fat fingered that shit, dude. That was not on purpose. But
No,
real quick before we get into that, let me get into some of these comments. Jerry Saint Germain says, "How do you determine what is the best BRC-20 tokens to purchase at this time, especially after the increases we've seen in these BRC-20 tokens the past week?" Tough question. You want to go first?
yeah, so you need to follow me at Yagobiverse on Twitter and X. No, I'm just kidding, but I do post a daily update of like the trending OG BRC-20s and the new BRC-20s,
Yeah.
and I do a percent increase and decrease by my previous day's data. And so that actually has been helping me personally, because I did it for everybody else initially, because I was like, this would be good information. But first tip is be in the space every chance you can be, because you need to learn these tokens and who's behind them, right?
Yeah.
So for example, Track is one that I feel comfortable being. If I see Track pull back 20% and I'm checking the news every day and there isn't anything like, some Benny's a scammer or anything like that, then I'm going to look at that as a great opportunity, because I know at some point in my personal conviction that it's going to recoup that 20% and more, right?
Eventually.
So eventually, I mean, not financial advice, but that's my opinion on it. You just got to really dive into this every day. Like for us, we benefit from having this show, so we have to do this. but we don't feel like we have to because we love it. But anyways, what do you think, Shizzy?
So for me, it's just like really just trying to just catch the alpha. Kind of like just be lurking around, getting spaces, hearing things a lot, and then you kind of get a feel for things. That's how I got with rats. Like how I found it. It was mincing. Obviously, the mints have been going crazy, right? So, it was right after Sats. Sats rats. It kind of worked that way, and then I looked into it, and it was the first. What was the symbol? What's that called? The Chinese zodiac
Zodiac.
sign. It was
Yeah.
the first zodiac sign in where we are. We're first is first, and then after rats, I really haven't touched anything else because I'm kind of waiting. Nothing has really pulled me. So to answer your question, just wait, and I feel like you'll know it. I feel like that's how I feel. And I give all my hints. I'm not trying to sell the members only thing, but like I give a lot of hints on what I'm feeling in there that I don't want to give out here because I don't want people FOMOing into anything. I feel like if you're a member, you kind of understand the markets a little better because you're trying to get to the alpha. But it was just one of those things where it's like I get a feeling and I go right. I got that feeling with I didn't get that feeling with Sats.
I did
Because you got it, and I faded that, but I got that feeling with rats, and I think I made 50x on rats, so it's been pretty amazing. The next one is
Fad.
FabCon. Hey guys, you're definitely the people to look for the cycle.
Oh,
Boom.
we appreciate that, sir. Man,
And
amazing.
I love this.
Yeah,
Shout out to Shizzy. I got
He
it.
got one right. He got
Woo!
one right.
One,
No, I'm just
baby.
kidding.
1 for
No.
9, baby. I'm like Kyle Korver.
Dude,
But
yeah. So that I feel like how you kind of felt about me and Sats in the beginning about
yeah.
rats, bro.
Yep.
Because like I was sitting there and I was like, no way in hell this thing. Like I was like, it's gonna go up to like 5-10 million, which is solid
Yeah.
actually if you if you minted it or you
Yep.
got in early and bought it
Yep.
cheap right on the first day. Getting a 5-10 million market cap is still not bad. That's
No.
pretty good X's there. But man, did I not expect 70 million, man. I did not expect 70 million. Uh-oh. Hey.
What happened?
Man, hey, you need to jump in the show, brother. The silly party. It says
Is
shout
that
out to
Block?
yeah.
Where's he at? You gotta figure
No,
out.
no,
Oh
no,
man,
no,
we're giving away
no,
the
no,
alpha
no, no,
here.
no. So he says, shout out to Blockchain Racing Radio. Super, super cool guy. I'm definitely not him. So since
I
we
think he's
know
still
that,
driving home, right?
yeah, since we know that's exactly like how he talks, we know that's him.
Yeah.
But drive home safely, man. We
Yeah.
know that we're hard to resist in terms of watching and listening, so you gotta be safe out there.
Yep. And then we have Bullish Zig, LFG,
What's up?
Carlos,
What's up?
yo, welcome, buddy. Thank you for coming. And we just got into the
Yeah.
not block, and
Yeah.
then jump into how do you say that? Fact
Yeah.
Schmidt,
Yep.
right?
Fact.
I like your content. I'm always following Pepe. BRC-20 is rising well. I don't like Pepe. You like Pepe?
Well, I mean, like, hey, look, I feel like I definitely faded Pepe.
Yeah.
This time around, and I would have made some money if I didn't. So, like, the thing about Pepe is it shot up a good percentage because, like, I notice these things because I do that update every day,
Yep.
and I was
Yep.
just like, man, damn, that guy was right. It might be Schmidt that said that or somebody
might have
else,
been.
but yeah,
Yeah. And
awesome.
we appreciate that because, like, we're in spaces and stuff. We kind of fade the stuff that we're not hearing out of sight, out of mind. So we appreciate when you get comments like Pepe and stuff like that. So, and and Block doesn't talk about Pepe, so I don't look at Pepe, so I don't look at
Yeah.
stuff that Block talks about. But
You know how like the goose generator. Block is the alpha generator, right? You just click on it, and then like he's like, "Oh, this is the next project."
yeah, for sure.
But
And we got Digital Assets Explained, Ordinals fame. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I think that's. Oh, we got Block for one more. Or we don't know who this is, but the most underrated podcast in the universe. We thank you, buddy. We're
appreciate it, brother.
Best. We're just trying our best.
Yep. All right. So this is a big one. This is a big.
Huge.
Yeah. So Bitmap tokenization wars. I actually titled this because this is what I feel like is about to happen. You got big players that are wanting to create liquidity pools with Bitmap. And then you have a token, that last one, BMP, that is going to be airdropped to, or you can claim the tokens if you have bitmaps in your wallet, and you get a certain amount of BMPs per bitmap that you have. And then Tap is doing something with liquidity pools, and then Recursive versus doing something. So you have 3 different like entities as of right now, and that's not even including Bison Labs, right? That have talked about it. So what's going to happen here, right? Is it going to be to where people are going to try out like these different protocols and, lock up their bitmaps with liquidity pools and earn fees or whatever, or trade them out for tokens? Do you think that's going to be like a easy process where people are willing to do that, or do you think people are gonna be like, no, these are my bitmaps, I'm gonna hold them close to my chest?
So I think something sneaky is going to happen. I think, and I'm not saying these people are sneaky or something, but I feel like somebody is going to do this. Somebody's going to put like a high APR or APY on one of these bitmap tokens, right? So you lock up your bitmaps to get that high APR. Then they're going to go in and they're going to be grabbing your parcels out of these bitmaps, right? So they're giving you a high APY, but they're actually going to be making money off these parcels. And I think eventually down the line, some of these parcels with, let's just say, like if you can grab like the parcel with the Elon buy or something like that, you know what I mean? And they're worth a lot of money. I feel like that's where the APY is going to come from, because a lot of the times too is if you don't know where the APY is coming from, you are the it's you. You're basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that you're gonna see. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I feel like somebody, and there's an opportunity in this. Someone's gonna come in and you're gonna lock up your bitmap for these token, and they're gonna take out your parcels. And I think Block actually talked about this. That like he said that's something why he was a little bearish on bitmaps in the beginning, because that's possible. Now you can tap these parcels out. So it'll be point 0.01.75965 bitmap, right? So
Yeah.
that could potentially be
Well,
taken out of these.
yeah, but you're talking about 3, potentially 4 different environments
Yeah.
of tokenizing bitmaps, right? They're not all going to follow the same, protocol, or they're
But
not going to all follow the same thing,
yeah,
unless one really emerges, like just clearly, like the others
yeah,
can't compete. Then maybe they might drop it, right? But people are going to probably be testing out different things, and the
yeah,
parceling thing, Block Runner even talked about, like
yep,
they're going to get involved with this too,
yeah.
and they said
Parsley's
that
gonna be
they
a
have an
big deal.
announcement. They have a big announcement. They didn't say what it is, but like I just don't see, like, how is parceling gonna work, man? Like, I get that it can create more value for your bitmap, but like, I feel like it's just like it's about.
Imagine getting a bitmap, right? Getting 333.bitmap, right? Or whatever. And
Mhm.
then going out and getting the biggest transaction parcels that you can find and loading your bitmap up with these parcels. That takes your bitmap and makes it accelerates the value in it, potentially.
Because of the transaction data.
Because exactly, because like some of these transaction data are going to be worth a lot more than others, right? So if they go and get the highest and the most expensive transaction data and they put it in their bitmap, now they got skyscrapers everywhere, right? And
Well,
potentially that
I guess you could, if you can take parcels out of other people's bitmaps and
you're
put
going to
them
be able to
into
put them in.
yours. That's different, I guess, because you can, but then some bitmaps are going to look empty.
Yeah,
Also, do you feel like if that's a strategy, then
it is a strategy.
will the Grail bitmaps be just completely separated, like in terms of a different category? They have to
Well,
be.
you're gonna want
Because
the Grail bitmaps, because that's where you're gonna load up all your parcels. You're not gonna you want to do it on these floor ones. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna take 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1
But
and
why
put
wouldn't the floor
these.
ones already be worth a ton? Because they have tons of transactions in them, and
Well, yeah,
a lot of them are like close, like hundreds of millions, if not like billion
yeah.
dollar blocks.
Well,
So
I do. I think they will be, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm a collector, I'm gonna be collecting them into my Grail bitmap, my 98 dot bitmap and stuff like that.
yeah, I don't know.
Getting that value
I'd
higher.
rather leave mine pristine,
Yeah,
and it's their, and I feel like if this goes down the road that you're saying, then there definitely be like a separation of, look, these are grails, these are, you know, unique, these are the
Yep.
higher premium type of bitmaps, and then these are like another strategy with parceling. But I don't know, like I'm just not a believer in parceling until I see something that works with it. You know,
And I really think you will, and I think that they're gonna give you a high APY on these tokens, and they're gonna sell your parcels out of your bitmaps, and
so what if you have
that's what the
zero?
APY. Well, then it doesn't matter. They're not gonna, they'll just go to the next one. It doesn't matter because it's just, you know what I mean? And
But
some of
like,
them will be 0.
will your bitmap be worth anything? You have to probably have
Yeah,
at
it
least
will be.
one minimum transaction or something in there.
I don't think so. I think it doesn't matter because that's still, you can potentially now go out and pennies on the dollar. You can buy some of these parcels that are tiny and small. I
Yeah.
feel like so, but to your point on this original is, if you do lock up 60% of the bitmaps, 20% in recursive, 20% in tap, 20% in Bison, 20% in BMP, then
That's
there's
my
only
least favorite
20% on the
one.
market, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, and then what's that gonna do to the price as well?
Supply
So,
shock. Supply
yeah,
shock. So that's
yeah, I think we get to $1,000 on the bitmaps, and
yeah, I mean,
that's me being like small.
yeah, so supply shock is obviously like, I think that's the goal, and it's also a very realistic reality because of these different, like 4 different platforms that are going to spread them thin. Then you have the regular platform. I know I've said this before, but like Magic Eden, and then you have Unisat. You can buy them. Ordinals Wallet. You can buy them, but they're going to be so sparse by then. Like, like there's not going to be many, or scarce. Sorry, there's going to be so
Yeah,
scarce by then that people are going to want to tokenize them. The degens are all going to tokenize theirs.
yeah,
Why? Because they want to trade them. They want to trade them like
yep,
tokens, and it's a low supply already, right? You can definitely shoot that value up quick,
yep.
right?
I-
But
I'll be tokenizing all mine.
because you're 100% degen, you got your 23 and me back, and it said 100% degen on it.
No, but honestly, like I plan on holding Bitmas for a long time, right? Because I believe in them, and I think they're way undervalued. So potentially, why not earn yield on it, right? If I can
Yeah,
lock it up with
but
stats.
but we know that's a tricky game too, though. In
But it
terms of
depends on where you're
how,
doing it at. Like
yeah,
I trust
exactly.
Unisat, I trust
Or
Track. I'm not doing it at BMP.
I mean, I think it's important of where you're doing it in terms of like where in the cycle you're doing it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because if you do it in the beginning, okay, and it's a solid project, then that's okay. But if you're doing it at the tail end and it's a new hype project, no thank you for me.
yeah. And there will be tons of those, especially with Unisat dropping that news they dropped today. So, which
Yeah.
was basically something we're gonna get into, or
Well, we're gonna hold that off.
okay,
We
okay,
touched on it earlier. We'll hold it off until the weekend update. Gotta
sounds
leave a
good.
little meat on the bone for them. So if you were to pick one, and this is not, mean that you hate any of the other ones. We love everybody here
Yeah.
except for BMP. Um, who are you picking to win this game?
Ooh, that's tough. So I want to say Tap because of Blackamoto, but I want to say Jeffrey from Recursiverse because I'm just so bullish on Recursiverse. I'm so bullish on Jeffrey.
Bison's in there too. I
Ah,
just left them out.
well, Bison hasn't shown anything yet.
Yeah,
Like
recently.
I feel like Bison and Tap Exchange are kind of the same. It's like, what have you done lately? And it's nothing, right? So it's not even worth and Tap, but Recursiverse, they're showing stuff. They're coming out with things. But then Benny was right behind them and had his own version of it. So
Yeah,
that's the only two. And then BMP, I wouldn't touch that with your money.
yeah.
So it's just like,
I just don't like the fact that you don't have to give something up to get that token.
yeah,
To get airdropped just tokens or claim them just because you have bitmaps, then
yeah,
where is that liquidity coming from, or where's that value coming from, right? It's
yeah,
like Arbitrum, whenever they did, and I hate that I'm talking about EVM chain here, but like when they did their airdrop, they had like VC capital that like
yeah,
picked up the slack for a lot of that, right?
for sure.
And so yeah, so for me, um, I definitely am going with recursive verse, and I think everybody probably knows I'm bullish on Jeffrey and recursive verse, but it's not just because we talked to him and about his project. We've had him on the show, and Tap could do something big here too.
Yeah.
But just the way that like BRC 420 has already been built out. He built out Bitmap, our RCSV. He built out the social side of that platform. He's built all these things without even like saying, "Hey, I built all these things." Like we have actually been the ones that like have been trying to put that out there to let people know, "Hey, this is happening." So, excuse me, but I feel like his mind is very, very like focused and organized, and I feel like when he starts with his plan, I mean, BRC 420 is awesome. Like the way it works, you're licensing your product so for other people to use. So we'll see, but I pick them. I think that's gonna the W map wrapped Bitmap token is, in my opinion, that's gonna be the winner.
That's my favorite too, but my opinion is could change once I see what Blockmoto and Benny come up with, and they have backing now with Scree Labs, so who knows what comes from that. So now with money and with the talent like Blockmoto is, and I say talent because he's already discovered something. I know he's not a dev, but he's already discovered bitmaps because it wasn't founded; it was discovered, in my opinion. And let's just see what he discovers next. But let's get in some of these comments right here. We got get to this one yet. FadCon, is there a group or inner circle you guys have? So we have members only videos. So if you go to YouTube, and there should be a join on our front page, and you can join the members. I think that there it's like $10 a month. And then we have Rick. I'm just gonna call you Sogol. Lop. I'm not really sure what that means. LOL. And then he says again, good old Arb. Yeah, good old Arb. But yeah. Oh.
There we go. Yeah, appreciate the comments, guys. We appreciate the support, the views, it's just it means a lot to us, because like we love to do this, and you guys supporting and watching and stuff allows us to do it. So keep up with the comments. We're definitely going to be answering throughout the entire live, and but I don't know if you ever read my comments or my the comments in my dailies, but I have been getting a ton of like requests and hate, even a little bit, from the stamps guys, because they're so about like SRC20s, and they're just asking me, can you do a list? They don't realize that I have a full-time job. I'm trying to finish an article for ordinalrevolution.com. I also, am doing some Photoshop here. And so when I do this list in the morning, I have like my personal list of what to do. So, but do you know anything about SRC20, ARC20 pipe? Obviously we know some about that, but like, what do you think about these non-inscription token protocols?
I'm gonna get hate for this one, but I hate SRC20. I don't like it. I don't give a shit about it. I'm not a fan. Don't care to research it. Just don't care about it. ARC20. We had A on the show. Great person, but again, I'm Ordinals. I love Ordinals, and that's just what it is. I don't. With BRC20s here, I just don't feel that urge to jump into atomicals and stuff like that. But maybe one day I will, like I'm always looking for opportunity, and maybe that's it. Same thing with pipe. I just don't care. I just don't care. I'm bigger in the tap and more excited about Ordinals Wallet picking up the tap tokens than I am about the 9 exchanges that potentially have pipe tokens. Like I just don't care.
Yeah. I mean, so it looks like the SRC20 is inspired by Counterparty, so a peer-to-peer type of platform. So I don't know if they will ever have like an exchange for that, because peer-to-peer, they obviously have some sort of atomic swap or functionality to do that. So there goes that. If you guys really want me to make a list of 2 SRC20s, then I will do that on the side. Possibly. I don't know. Still thinking about it. In terms of ARC20 and pipe, so those are going to be interesting, in my opinion, because I do believe that they are building momentum, though. Even though majority of our focus and I guess were more interested in the ordinal side, I think that, you know, the ARC-20 definitely, at least ARC-20 right now, because they have the atomicals market. Adam's like got to like a $25 million market cap or something crazy like that, you know? So at the end of the day, I think it's good for the Bitcoin DeFi OrdFi ecosystem because like I mentioned today, when Ordinals Wallet listed the TAP token protocol tokens, I was like, this is good because guess what? Like EVM guys and people from other chains, they might have been like, man, like it's too crazy over there already. Like I missed that boat. I missed the boat. But then like these other protocols, they'll be like, oh, the ARC-20 looks like there's only a couple tokens that have taken off, or pipe, there's only a couple. I can get in, you know? So more protocols, the better. Like you actually was saying that, I want to say like a month ago.
I still believe that, but it's, you know, I just don't, I spend a lot of time on what we do here. So it's like, it's hard to really reach out to things that I just, for everyone else, yeah, I mean, digging these things. But for me, like, this is the, these are the like, you know, ordinals are the Ethereum, and SRC-20s is Phantom, ARC-20s is Cardano, and Pipe is Solana. Like, I just don't care, you know, so.
Gotcha. I want to just kind of show this website though real quick so people can see.
Yeah, definitely dig into it because it's definitely good information.
Yeah, so if you look here, Atom is the main token for ARC-20, $2.41, up 6%. The volume was about 300,000 in the last 24 hours. So it's building some momentum. The thing about me is I like things to be, you know, kind of simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, getting a wallet right now, I think they only have like a online wallet. And so, you know, it's just everything is easy right now in ordinals for us because we've been in it every day. But and then you see Realm there. But yeah, so atomicalsmarket.com, you guys can check that out. I do think that they're like one of these protocols is gonna like actually end up having a community that grows from it. And but nothing's gonna compete right now, in my opinion, with the inscription tokens. I think next in line is TAP.
I agree. I think I do, because TAP is a version of BRC-20 and people are already using BRC-20. So, and TAP and BRC-20s are really similar with a few changes, which makes it easier to airdrop and things like that. So, yeah, I think you're right.
Awesome. We got some new comments here.
He goes, oh, we hold on right here. We got can you guys call me logos? What up? Yeah. All right. So we got can call me logos transactions. Do you have any idea what that means?
Oh no, he's saying we can call him that, like his nickname.
Oh, gotcha.
Logos. We'll just call you Logos.
And we have BC 2F and G's, my man.
Appreciate it.
I was shooting our website in there, and then 23andMe came complete degen, was super funny. And then we have Def diving deep in the Bitcoin layers. Yeah, I'd recommend that. And Bet. So thank you, Logos, man.
Yep. Appreciate it. And I'll be here every Friday night.
Remember we used to do Friday nights when we used to do our old show?
Did we do Friday nights?
It was Friday nights. Every Friday night.
I thought we did Wednesdays.
It eventually went to Wednesdays, but it was originally, or it might have been me and the other guy.
Yeah.
It was just like, but that was way back on a different
way back
channel,
when. Yeah. Way back when.
You want to look up BRC-420? Take a look at that.
Yeah, let's do that.
And it's another one that I'm bullish on. You know, that's you know, kind of like everything else, but these are really cool.
Yeah, we've talked about this. We've hit this a couple times. So BRC420.io, it takes you to the /tokens. If you hit marketplace, so this is a marketplace that was created by Recursiverse. You know, you can use some of these assets in bitmap.rcsv.io, which is the bitmap world that Recursiverse has created. You see Blockamoto's Citizen Zero here, Meta Rats, Pedicin Zero. This Pedicin Zero, Blockamoto's pet. But this blue cube, man, I talk about this every time just because I'm so amazed that like it was a 15-cent royalty like mint, and it's sitting at $1,000. It got all the way up to almost 1,400.
Yeah. And we got ours at, I got mine at $30. You're right around there. So it's been absolutely amazing. I wish I would have got more. You were lucky enough to get more than I did. So it's, yeah, but we're definitely thinking about getting some of that Bitmap town though.
I actually did pick some up.
Did you?
Yeah, I picked some up.
What was your buying price? You don't mind me asking.
Right around here, actually.
Okay.
Right around here. And it was whenever gas was super high and congested.
Yeah.
And so I probably shouldn't have did it, but I'm okay with what I did.
Yeah.
I feel like the ones with like the holder count on this is 1387, right?
Yeah.
Look, this one's 2640, but this has been out a lot longer. This one 1387, and what I'm hearing is that Asia and Chinese community are all about bitmap.rcsv.
Yeah, me too.
So for the Westerners, go check that out because you can actually hold spaces and stuff on there. I mean, your own version of it, right? So if you have a wallet, a Taproot address wallet, you can just click and go in. Actually, let me pull that up. Just go to bitmap.rcsv.io.
Takes a few seconds.
Yeah, it takes a few seconds, but you know, you just click with your wallet here, and then I'm just gonna pick that I want to go into this. Like you see, I have a blue cube here, so I can just go directly into it. Let me in. There we go. There's my blue cube, but guess what? I don't want to be this person. I want to be Mr. Yagobi. That's me right here, buddy. Look at that. Look, you see those Nikes, bro? You see the Nikes?
You gotta grab that, Mr. Yagobi.sats.
Yeah. Look at those Nikes, though. I've created this guy in Photoshop, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you can. By the way, Mr. Yagobi still on Mint right now. You can get the Mint royalties $3.36. Just call 1-800-664-45678. Ask for Susie. No, I'm just kidding.
I know Susie.
Yeah, but pretty cool. Like, you know, Shizzy could jump in here. You could have 4 other people in here. You just hit the microphone button. You can talk to each other. We've done a spaces in here before.
Yeah.
We're gonna do future ones, but yeah. So this is my blue cube here, but. Yeah,
actually, put that in the chat for me. I'm gonna run my guy in there too.
The little
throw it in the private.
There you go.
Track.
Oh shit! I just put it in the main. Oh well, cool. Anybody can come and visit.
Come join us, guys.
Yeah.
Can you put it in private? I can't click on it.
Yeah. Good thing I didn't put any like personal information.
Yeah, but suck.
Yeah, so pretty cool. Yeah, so I definitely recommend you guys messing with that because, you know, Recursiveverse is going to be around a long time. You know, they're built that whole wrapped bitmap situation is going to lead to like an exchange from what I'm thinking. You know, they already have BRC-20, but they're doing like a token style thing too. Just keep your eyes on that because man, they're doing big things.
And then I pop up. Oh, look at that handsome motherfucker right there.
By the way, I also designed Shizzy with the Bitcoin hat there.
I'm a premium version though. I'm actually $30 because I fat fingered it and it was supposed to be $3. But hey, I'm still on the market, and there's only a very rare. There's only one person with me, and that is me.
He's $30, but he don't even have the Nikes, bro. Like I got the Air Max. I got the Air Max 90s. The black and white one.
But I'm faster than you. Ready? Want to race?
Yep. Go now.
That's what I did last time.
You cheated, bro. You cheated.
From
the window to the wall.
All right, we'll start here. Ready? No. Same time.
All right, hold up. Man, if you guys watched our episode when we first did this. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Did I get a head start? Oh, what happened? Oh,
too slow. I'm fastest, boy.
Fast as lightning, bro. You better get your Nikes, bro.
Your Schnikes. Get your Schnikes. But anyways, yeah, so the game is just to run back and forth, and then
for now until they add stuff.
yeah,
But it's the early days, man. Early days. And you can pick up your Shizzy or Yagobi on the market. But no, I'm just playing.
yeah. My guy, we're both still in the mint status, but anyways, yeah, it's pretty cool. If you actually learn, if you know how to do Photoshop, you can grab like the template of these guys, right? Because they're inscribed on Bitcoin, and then just change it out with your look. It might take some time, but you can inscribe it, and then there's a tool that Recursive Verse gives you, and you can actually inscribe the HTML, and then that's how you create this character.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
what we should do, I'm going to do a tutorial on it. I'm going to do a tutorial
Yeah.
on it one day.
Sounds good. What else we got? You want to dig into the tap stuff?
What tap?
On the
Ordinals Wallet. Ordinals Wallet. Yeah, so I thought I had that on here. There we go. Yeah, so guys, if you did not know, it looks like somebody beat everybody to the punch in terms of listing tap protocol tokens, right? So
I got magic happening here, bro.
yeah, I see it.
I was like,
I see your fake magic there.
what are you saying? My bad.
Yeah, so let me pull this up. So Ordinals Wallet, shout out to them. Honestly, like if you're listening, Ordinals Wallet, like only thing I wish that was that your UX was just better. And when I say better, I mean just like whenever. Okay, I'll show you for an example, right? So thank you so much for listing tap protocol tokens because they're all here. But when you click on one, let's just say we click on Benny. It's just I'm not loving just the way that this is laid out. I just really like how Unisat's is. I wish that maybe just put like some color in the background here so it's easier to read.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to use. I struggle with it. I might have to hit Maddie up. He just popped in here to since we started talking about tap tokens and then Maddie pops up, right? What are the chances of that happening? It was like he was summoned. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how to list my stuff. Do you? I think we need Maddie to come on and teach us how.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, Maddie is right though. He actually, I saw that, Maddie. Shout out to you. I think you listed did you tag them? He tagged them in a post or something, or and he said, hey, list the tapped protocol tokens or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you do have to do some sort of transfer function, but they did. I mean, look, I am giving Ordinals Wallet props because the fact that like they have moved on this pretty quick, like they did set it up to where it's pretty smooth. So we just got to run through this, right? Like I don't want to sell my tap protocol tokens yet. I'm just trying to get a feel of what the market is right now. So like Benny right now, the floor for the Benny token is $27.76.
Whoa, no.
Yeah.
I have like 400 of these.
Well, there's only been one sell too, though.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
I was about to say
exactly, and somebody was like, Yagobi, can you do the market caps for these? And I don't feel comfortable doing market caps for 1 to 3 sales.
Yeah.
It's gonna look not legit. It's just like, So, but the tokens that really have been kind of firing off here are Gib. Gib is definitely one. Look at the total volume. So they just listed these yesterday, and it's almost 4. It's like 3.6 Bitcoin. 124 listed.
What are they going for?
3 cents.
3 cents.
But the total supply for Gib, I think it's like 66 billion or something.
Okay. Yeah, I only got like 10,000, so not doing too good with that. That's like $300.
Yeah. Let me actually find the exact. So it's 666 million. Sorry.
Okay.
666 million for Gib. So I know everybody's been hype about Gib, but OrdFi is also one of them here.
We both have some OrdFi, so
yeah. So OrdFi volume has been 1.7 Bitcoin in the past like day and a half. Yeah. It's at 9 cents. I think the total supply of OrdFi is 21 million. So it's more, the typical standard.
Yeah.
there. So 9 cents, not too bad.
No, not at all.
The one that I like am hoping
Oh,
takes
Dick
off.
Butt's on there.
Yeah, Dick Buck's on there. But the one that I hope takes off is this guy right here, Bitmap token. So there's only been 2 sales, and 20 cents is the floor. So that's not bad. But 2 sales, right? So that's where it's like tough. Like how can we gauge, how this is going to be? And also, is the reason why the volume's not so high except for Gib and Orify because the platform doesn't necessarily have a ton of volume,
Yeah.
But again, I give them props. So,
I mean, it's what are we 2 days in? I think people are actually probably getting their first look at this, right?
yeah, they're like
We
us,
get
mate. They're like
can we
us.
get,
They're kind of standing back saying, "Hey,
yeah.
what's these tokens going for?"
Let's get DB off the screen just in case YouTube decides to unmonetize us.
Well, I want to go. So BTC is another one that I'm curious about. So it's the actual because you could do 3-character tickers. BTC, was a popular one in my opinion. But look at this, man. Like people don't want to let go of this token for
51. How many buys though?
that's what I'm saying. There's no
Oh,
buys. There's
okay.
no buys, but like it's not to the point to where people are like, oh, so Bitmap started off like $1.40 and people weren't
Yeah.
budging on the price, but they got it down to 20 cents. This
Yeah.
one, people don't want to budge on the price on. So
Did I get any of that? I don't even know.
But Based is one that's been kind of, dude, I've been kind of hype about this one, bro. So Base has 4 sales, right? The floor is 0.1. So what's that?
0.1?
$700. No, 0.1 is higher. Yeah,
it's like $3,000.
Oh, 3,642. It's right here.
Yeah.
But you can look at the sales here. So the sales have been more realistic. So 0.015 was the last sale. That's more like $700, I think.
001 is like 336.
So
I'm
01
360. Yeah.
Okay. So my bad. 015. It's $546. This was the last sale. The last sale. So if you have Based, that is Based is there's only 1,000 total supply. They showed some screenshots today of their launch. I think it's like a launch pad and like staking mechanisms and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. But we got them on the show Sunday, so you guys need to watch that one because that one should be very interesting to see what they got in terms of updates.
I'm actually really excited for that. We had them on Spaces a few weeks ago, and it was a lot to take in. I feel like when they can actually physically show us and share their screen, I'm hoping that they can do that for us and really break down what is going on with that project. So,
yeah, I agree. I think that like not a whole lot has been released, right?
Yeah.
So, but let's see what we got in here. I'm gonna go through some of these here. Benny burned 600 million. Gib?
Did he really? So what is there? 60,000 then?
66 million then.
Wow. Okay. That's huge.
Yeah.
Then we have James Clark says, anything on checks? The hell is checks? Do you know checks is?
No, but I'm gonna see if it's
BRC-20?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
If you could explain that, James, we could definitely help you with that. Then we have Carlos says 90% total Git was burned. Okay.
So that's right.
Thanks to Carlos. Thank you, Maddie. And then we have Climbing Karma says Ordinals, Bitcoin, and electricity. OXBT is trash. It is a trash can on fire. Get rid of it while you still can.
Whoa.
Not financial advice.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, I would please stay away from this trash can and anything that its founder puts out right now because it's just been down only.
Yeah. Well, that's not necessarily true. The swings though. The swings.
But on a week-to-week basis, it's been down only.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it does during the week.
I think there's been a lot of confidence lost in it. Just to be honest, like to be serious about it. Like, yeah, I agree. there's been a lot of confidence lost on it, but if you're a good swing trader, you could maybe do well with it. I know that I'm not in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it with Carmen's money. If Carmen was like, here's $1,000. Here's my XP. I'd probably give it back. I'm just not a fan of. I've been burned on that as well, so it is what it is.
Yep. You're a little laggy right now, I think.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that on my thing. I might have to exit and come back in.
Yeah. But yeah, I think actually, was there anything we want to hit on? We could hit on the Unisat thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, we still have a few minutes.
Yeah.
You want to explain that, and then I'll be right back.
Jump out. Yeah. So Unisat is if you guys keep up with the space every day like we do, they released a big statement today that they gave their framework out, how they built their exchange, how they built the modules, how everything works together. The indexing, I believe, was also in there. And I think this is a huge deal, in my opinion, because I feel like what this will do, and we kind of hit on it earlier, is it will give other developers, some confidence into like forking it, right? Like you remember like the EVM chains when Pancake Swap came out, and then that was all accessible to, the public. People started forking Pancake Swap left and right, right? You can just go to the GitHub for that, I think.
Yeah.
Right. And so I expect something similar, but you know what I was thinking about? So earlier I was like, okay, so how could this work really? Because if you forked it within like ordinals or like, yeah, ordinals, let's say you forked it for just tap, right? Then in my opinion, it's like, how many exchanges are we going to have that are going to be similar to Unisat, right? Like it's just I feel like you don't have that as much on the same chain, right? Like so then maybe what this could be used for is for developers on the Doginals or developers on Litecoin, because that would kind of follow that same trajectory of like what other chains did with Pancake Swap, because that's what they would do, right? They just literally copy it over to like AVAX or Chronos and stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this is absolutely insane. Is my connection a little better?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this is actually insane. I think this what they're doing, they're basically giving away their hard work and everything. So it's one of those things where now so many people can start building. You're going to see so much building happening in BRC-20s because of this, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And for them to do this so early is pretty amazing.
Yeah. So. Well, I know they've been planning on this, because what they want is they don't want the impression that they're like trying to centralize everything, right? Because that's really what the talk has always been, right? Yeah. Like, look, Unisat, they're centralizing everything. It's like a centralized exchange. They're keeping everything inside. Yep. So this was a smart move for them in general, because look, when you start doing this and you have builders coming from other chains and they're building stuff, they're bringing their community, they're bringing liquidity. That all benefits Unisat in the end.
Yep.
Right? Because like a lot of users will say, well, I want to use Unisat because it's easier to use anyways. Who gets the fees? Unisat does. Their swap will get the fees. All these things, right? So I just think it was a smart move all in all. I think they were just trying to time it.
Yeah. And yeah, I think it's huge. Yep. I agree.
Yep.
What we got next? Let's jump into some of the comments again.
Yep.
So we have we saw that one. We have he said they told me Mr. the same about Sats a month ago. Okay, I'll give you that. And then James says Chamcha just listed on MXC, so I don't know what that is. Varying viewpoint.
What up? What up?
And he is green if you look at him, and that's because he's a member.
Yeah, that's right. And then varying viewpoint. We released that member video, and your question was answered hopefully in there. So
yeah, for sure. And then Climate Karma says, well, just thinking about the amount of users for UXPT, and that is true. There's what 17,000.
So yeah, that was one. That's a counter argument to you,
Yeah.
because like,
Yeah.
so Karma, one thing you gotta know is that Shizzy has a bad taste in his mouth about OXBT. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like when you get burnt, it just, you feel it, right? You feel it.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like he look, I actually think he even gave it a little second chance too before. But the thing is like he's just like, you know what, I'm done with it. So that's why I think his perspective has definitely got a little bit of it's tainted a little bit on there. But I mean, some of his points are pretty solid.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the user count though, the user count.
yeah. But my problem is too, I was buying OXBT when I should have been buying Sats, and that hurt. And so again, I was bitten by the OXBT. So now I'm just done with it. I want no part of it. Just hearing the 4 letters together makes my stomach hurt. So
Yeah. Karma, so my perspective, I'm gonna give you my honest perspective on OXBT right now. I feel like OXBT has like a potential to do something, but it also has a potential to like flatline. I mean, the past 4 days when I'm doing my
yeah,
update, like I just put the little Z's next to it because it's not moving at all. So it's just really still. But because there's 16,000 holders, there's potential there, man. Like you can't deny that,
I agree.
and if there's a BTC push in general for inscription tokens, it's going to jump on the train. It might not jump on the train the same way like Sats and track and all that stuff. But I would definitely be, in my personal opinion, if I had a position, a decent sized position in OXBT, I'm setting my target right now. It's not going to be overzealous. It's not going to be over like, like shoot to the moon. But I'm definitely setting my target to where a reasonable target just to, get out.
Like 100 Sats, right?
I don't know about that.
But let's see. We have is this OXP a DEX?
No, because that's when we were talking about the thing.
Yeah.
Honk is happening, bro. It's slowly happening.
Moving. What is that right now?
Slowly happening. Let's see. Where's my honkers at? Where's my honkers at?
37, dude. It was just at 17 about a couple days ago. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So what's your feeling on Honk, man?
I mean, Goosenos are up. Honk's flying. I mean, there's no much to say. It's as the high as the Goosenos go, Honk can go. And Honk being a $2 million market cap, I mean.
Do you think I've been stressed about Honk though?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's so funny because like I'm actually like, I'm not like super stressed about it. I just expected it to do a little bit better than it has, which is not bad. But it's not doing what Rats is doing, right? And I think that's the biggest thing. But my conviction was because of the liquidity pools, which are still there, and it's at 176 million. I cannot ignore this, guys. I cannot ignore this.
Well, 176,000.
Sorry, 176,000. I can't get my numbers right. 176,000. I can't ignore this because look at the drop off between 2 and 3. Yeah. You're looking at 143,000, dude. Like no one's trading these. No one's trading these in the swap right now because unless you're trading like $100 at a time, because the liquidity is not even there, right? But when you go into, let's say you want to trade Honk for Sats, you can do that. Now, obviously, if you want to be smart, just like Ethereum side, like if you're trying to trade like high amounts, you're going to get less because of the price impact. But you still can do it, and it's not going to be crazy like price impact with these because of liquidity availability, right? Sure. This Honk and Sats will get to 1 million way faster than these guys. Yeah, Ordi and Sats will get there really fast, especially whenever they open everything to the public. So that's where my conviction is, guys. If you're wondering why is Yagobi so like hype on Honk, this is exactly why. I could be wrong. I don't know. I've been wrong a lot. So
the thing is too is potentially by the end of the month we should see a Rats and Sats. You should see a Rats and I mean it's going to happen.
No more Rats, bro. No more Rats.
It's the four It's the fourth best coin.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
The
kidding.
third best coin in BRC-20s, right? By market cap?
Yeah, I mean, and plus you are the
Unofficial
unofficial
Rat
and
King.
official Rat King.
No, I'm not official. Gate.io did reach out to me about listing rats, and so
Yeah, the company email. Like I was like, they're like, "Dear Rat King." No, I'm just kidding.
we love you. We would love for your token to be on exchange. I'm like, token? What token? I was like, God
That's
damn it,
awesome.
I'm the unofficial Rat King, not the official. Unofficial. Get it right. Get it right, get it tight. But no, I had to turn them down and say I do not have a token called Rats. I own a token called Rats, but I did not deploy a token called Rats.
Yeah, dude, we got to make a T-shirt, bro. Ordinal Revolution, Rat King, Shizzy, Rat King.
Yeah. All right, get back to some of these. Holla from Mexico. And we have our boy.
Holla.
Yes, thank you. Again, thanks. And then Launchpad or Fair Mint? Choose one. Fair Mint.
Fair
10 out
mint
of
every
10 out of 10.
single
Yeah.
time. Fair mint.
Launchpad.
Now, if you're like a VC backing a project, then you're gonna go 110% Launchpad every time. And it's just because you have more control over distribution. Fair mint, you can still do it if you time it, I guess. But like fair mint it's just always, I feel like the upside with fair mint is just always better.
Yeah, 100%. And there's potentially a fair mint happening tomorrow, guys. So look out for that. If you want to hop in that old ordinal support desk, there might be some information in there for you guys. But then we have Sats was an open fair mint.
This is a great point.
Different from OXPT, regardless of any sort of issues. 100%.
Okay.
Digital Assets explains, knows his stuff right here, man.
Yep. And the thing, this is a great point, digital assets, because when you have the control of timing a fair or a launchpad mint, you are going to market the crap out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to market I mean, let's be real. OXPT was marketed and hyped up so much, and it crushed it because of that. But guess what? You had people like with 1,600,000 followers on Twitter, like getting their money ready for this, 10 different wallets.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's what happens is like people they made a ton of money in the beginning. A lot of those people made a lot of money on OXPT. Yep. And then what happens though after that is because the price jumped up so much, then you have regular retail people that weren't in those inner circles, and they're just like buying bags because they're like, you know what, like this is gonna shoot up. This is like that first BRC-20 that's like really gonna take off big time. And it's sad because a lot of them ended up holding the bags.
Yeah, I agree. And you're probably gonna see that again, honestly. So
yeah, down the road, just because the more popular it gets, right?
Yep. Experiment and then decentralized. Yeah, man. So I think is that our ordinal hour? Oh, you want to go over the market, like kind of like a market update? We'll kind of look at the prices of things.
Yeah, let's do it. I will pull that up real quick. Let's go into BRC-20 land here, guys. Bam, diddy damn. Okay, number one is Trek. No surprise
here. Up
here.
to 350.
We're about to find out. It's up 17.98. Let's just say 18% here.
Yeah.
It's at $3.60. $3.60. So if there's another little push here, I could, it'll break $4. Might get to 420, 450. But Track is definitely on track. Turt, this is a new one.
Turt down for what? This is new to me. What's 30? What is 31 sats? What is the tokenomics on this? Go to Turt info.
1 billion. So it's actually it's rocking.
Yeah,
it's definitely rocking. Yeah.
Why.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a part of the animal trend. Turtle, right?
Oh,
I mean, this animal trend has to like eventually die down, right? Like,
I mean, it took 9 months for the freaking food trend to go away in Ethereum. So,
food trend? Which one got big with
Sunday swap? It was so many, dude. It was Wasn't there a lot of them?
Well,
Wasn't
they
there a lot
tried
of
the
them?
food stuff over here. Someone did like milk
Did
and
they?
eggs.
Oh yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
I think that was
no.
rumored to be Mr. Businessman ETH or something, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was trying to get some milk and some eggs for his
Oh,
family.
that guy just can't get any momentum. So Sats is down 27%. Not surprised here, but it's still like at like 3 zeros and a 6.
Yeah, that's
So, Sats is gonna just at this point, Sats is gonna range unless
dude. It takes like
Bit-
$30 million to move this thing now. Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
because the market cap is so big. It's like Ordi
exactly.
too. Um, so yeah, Rats is number 4. So Rats is actually was in the top 3 for so long,
Yeah,
and now it's bounced out. It's up 40% though, because it did crash a little bit. It
yeah.
went from $70 million market cap to 48 million. But
That's scary, man. The one thing I'm worried about with this is big guys taking their profits. Like we have a friend, not going to name him, but he said he made a crap load of money off this. He did a max mint and just
what is
realized
a
he
max
had
mint?
it.
1,000 mints? There has to be. I think it's a
I think
1,000
it's
mints.
100 mints.
Nah, it's
It's
1,000, dude.
1,000. So what's that times? So he has what, over 100,000 or 100
No,
million?
I think so. I could be wrong. Maybe it's
Yeah,
100.
because
So
it's just a trillion market cap. So I think it's 100 million. I don't think
a
it's
trillion supply, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's what's the highest you've seen this?
And here
Damn.
all time high. Yeah.
Let's see something real quick, guys, because this is kind of 0.2549. Let's see here, 0.2549. So you're looking at 4 zeros and a 9.3. Look, 4 zeros and a 9.3. And it's a trillion. 93 million.
Damn.
Wow.
Yep.
Rats. Congratulations to the Rat Pack. Goodness gracious, dude.
That's
93
pretty
million.
amazing.
Dude, Rats is about to break 100
100
million, man.
million. It's huge.
That is crazy because I don't remember people. Was there any memes the first round in the summer that hit 100 million? I know Ordy hit obviously like 500,000,000.
Well, Ordy, I guess that's king of the memes.
Yeah,
So
but not a meme like this, rats and stuff. You know what I mean? So
I
this
mean,
is big.
it was at the time. It was getting a lot of memes. Ordinals. So
I don't know. I always think joke when I
yeah,
think meme. I think joke.
that's true.
But 93 million, man. Whoever's holding rats, our friend. Hopefully, our friend did not sell rats because he
Yep.
might be the king, the new crown king of the
I know.
rats.
He might be joining BTC startup
Yeah,
instead of
yeah. Yeah, well,
yeah.
okay. So next up is Ordy. Ordy got pushed to number 5, but it's at 3. It's up 3.39. Let's see what the price is. $25. It's healthy.
Yeah, very very healthy.
It needs to break 30, between 30 and 40, and then that will be the new official high, I think.
For sure.
And then it could really take off. People are trading this shit on, or this token on what was it? I think Binance released futures,
Yeah.
perpetuals with it. So, you can trade it with leverage. So I think, when you start trading it with leverage, unless there's a heavy bull or bear market, like it's going to go back and forth. Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So then you have STST up 106%. I don't know what that is. Row up, the ZK row up over here.
Row up.
Row up. It's up 61%. CASS or CSAS. This one actually, I saw this earlier. This one's actually not doing bad. 1 billion at 1 penny. It's a new one. I gotta look into what project this is, but I think it's an actual project. This one too, GHSY up 121%. Fuchs up 297%. Cats is up 400%, bro. This is big.
I have some of that.
Do you?
I have. Let me check.
So 2 zeros and a 4.6. There's
I have 100. I only have 100,000 cats. I minted that.
Hold on a second. That's rats. Oh yeah. 2.1 billion. So almost 10 million for cats. That's a big jump for cats.
It really is.
That's a big jump. That's a big jump for cats. 9.6 million. Yeah. Freaking cats and rats, dude.
Dude, what if cats does a 10x from here, bro?
Then it would be where rats is.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's potentially right. Like
this is what pisses me off about Honk right now, because I'm like sitting here with like freaking cats, rats, and Honk has like so much brandability because of Goosenals. Ugh.
Oh man.
Let's look at Honk. I just need to see what's going on here. Come on, Honk Army, where are y'all? 37. I bet you it's at like 3 zeros and a 4 6. What was it? 37. Oh, right here. 3 zeros and a 1 3.
Well, the mem's actually pretty low, man. 70. I haven't seen this low in a long time.
So Honk is at 2.7 million, but there's a huge upside with it, and I'm still sticking with my conviction because of that liquidity pool. I don't know. Maybe like once the liquidity pool or the swap opens to the public, maybe that will make a difference. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gotten down to Cats had that huge jump up. We just talked about that.
Yeah.
And then Wizard. This one's kind of an OG one that came back in, but it's down 11%. Bear is up 11.46%. It's at 71 cents. This one has a huge holder count. So 6,187 for only a 10 million supply. But I feel like it hasn't jumped out of it hasn't gotten to $1 yet, but it's at 71 cents. Bits is up 89%. Mapo, I wouldn't touch this with a freaking
with my money, right?
Yeah, $73. There's I think 21,000 supply, but they just bounced as soon as it got slow the first round. Yeah. MFSQ up 25%. PIN PIN PIIN up 106%.
Whoa, that's crazy.
This is a new one. It's done pretty decent. Block. Someone just put in the chat that Block is minting right now.
BLOC.
BL.
Amy Nelson, shout out one of our members.
BL number 0C. Can you check that and see what the mint is at?
Yeah.
All right, and then Mubi. This is one that's been doing pretty decent. It's new. It's up 14.58%. 3518 is down 28%. BXDX. I also wouldn't touch this one. This was one of those. Remember in June or July, whenever all these like swaps were coming out.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, we have the swap," and blah 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 blah. This is one of theirs. BXDX.
Block is at 1% minted. It is what's that? 1 billion supply, 11 million minted, 10,000 per. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's not really. It's only 2 wallets that hold over 1,000. So
yeah. OXBT is see, this is exactly what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Look, it's up 28%. So
and then it'll go down 28% in 5 minutes.
So 55 sats. So I don't know, but like the whole point is that like OXBT has been like a swingers freaking like dream.
Trash can.
Like, yeah,
a swingers trash can.
Well, you could have made a lot of money in that trash can if you swung it right. But definitely not one that I would ever hold and just hold. In my opinion, I'm not. If I did, like I said, very strict target, and then peace out, peace up, A-Town down. Tap. This is not anything associated with Tap, but this token is up 20%, probably because all the Tap news. But yeah, man. So that's the BRC-20 market.
Should we jump into the Magic Eden as well?
Yeah. Might as well finish out that way.
All right.
But we can do some questions at the end, and then we'll finish it out.
The Ordinal Hour is in overtime, guys. We do it
after hours, happy hour.
If you love us back, become members, buy our avatars. No, I'm just playing. Let me see. Present, share screen, entire screen. Let's go. Right on the front, you see a amazing looking frog, and then something not so amazing. What is that?
I don't know. The Nightmare is a good title for it, though.
It really is. Hide current comment. Okay. What is going on here? Banners. I'm trying to turn this stuff off. All right, cool. So we're gonna jump down here. Bitcoin frog sitting at 0.14.
Killing.
Wow. What's that, around $4,000?
Jesus
$5,000?
Christ. Yep.
So that's pretty nice. Absolutely killing it. And we got Bitmaps finally up again, sitting at around $60, $65, I think that is. The goose. The goose has been on the loose all goddamn day at 0.0385.
Real quick, the frogs are at 0.14, right?
Yeah.
That's $5,000.
Nice.
Okay.
What about goose?
What's
38.
that?
038.
So the geese are at 1383. So
It's
that's
the goose, bro.
The
goose.
The geesenos.
The goose.
The goose is loose. So the floor is $1,383. Pretty good.
Yep. And we have Ordinal Maxi. Is that even worth talking about anymore? It doesn't. It's like do something, right? Yeah. We got Bitmap, Bitcoin Punk sitting at 0.49. The whales, man. What a week for Tosio. Shout out Tosio. Shout out the whales.
Coming back.
Great, dude. Sitting at 0.0008 in September, bro. How crazy is that?
008, yeah, or 000. Yep, you're right. It's made a huge jump up. What is it at now?
0.08499.
It needs to crush that zero or like get that zero out of the way. And then I feel like after that, if it can get that zero out of the way, then because like this is what we were talking about last week, it just needs to eat that zero, man. I feel like their momentum has been killing it.
I agree. We got Doge Punk sitting at 0.0. What is 0.008 money wise? A couple hundred?
291.
291. That's
not
good.
bad.
Not bad.
I mean, for their come up, yeah.
Doge Punk sitting at 0.01. Rare sats. Bitcoin Bear Cubs sitting at 0.006. Bitcoin Bandits sitting at 0.17. The Wizards solo down sitting at 0.078. This is one that I was thinking about holding on something really long term. But
I wonder why the price is like not. It doesn't compete with
There's just not a lot of them. There's only one.
Well, that I feel like that should make it more.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of trading volume with them. I think that's the problem. That's why I love the 10,000 PFP collections, and I'm really excited for the one that might be dropping tomorrow.
I mean, the inscription range on here is 139 to 142K.
Yeah,
and this is Eric and Udi's thing, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like shocked that these aren't at least 0.1.
Yep, I agree.
But we'll see, man.
And the Ordi Rats, getting down here, kind of sitting at 0.01. Was that 0.01?
Yeah, that's not bad.
What is that money wise?
364.
Damn.
No, 0.0179 is actually more than that. So 651.
$651?
Do you still have your rats?
I'm pretty sure I still have it. I only bought one.
That's crazy. Like the whole. Oh, is there a Pepe in that one?
There is a Pepe in this one.
I would not sell that at floor.
A duck in that one?
I would not sell that Pepe one at the floor unless it's not rare, but still, like that rat smoking a cigarette. That's hilarious.
It is. 0.099. Yeah,
dude, how lucky did this collection get for the BRC-20, the BRC-20 rats token?
It's pretty crazy. I mean, out of nowhere, this thing.
It is until rats the token launched, right?
Yeah. I hope I didn't have it listed. I gotta check this real quick. 0.012. Yeah, man. What else we got?
I think that's it. I mean, we're gonna dive deeper during our weekend update.
Yep.
Yeah, to the bitmaps and all that stuff. But yeah, man. So like, what's your before we get into the final questions and comments and stuff, like, what's your feeling for like this upcoming week for the ordinal space?
I think we have an awesome run up until about Monday. I think we're gonna continue to see all-time highs up until Black Friday, and I think by next weekend we should have some type of dip happening. And I think that's going to happen on Bitcoin and Ordinal. So I could be wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm heavily invested, so I'm really not hoping for a dip, but I am putting some Bitcoin on the side for a potential dip as well. So and that's the thing, dude. I'm just going to play it day by day. Like I keep messing up and kind of like thinking longer term. I'm just thinking about tomorrow. I'm just going to continue to do that. I think that's might be a better strategy,
Yeah.
So tomorrow, if you answer that question, I think tomorrow we have a really good day.
Gotcha. On a Saturday, yeah.
Because I think the fees will be a little cheap and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, and so I definitely like to look at least like a couple weeks at a time, just because just forecasting is part of my job too that I do, so it's natural for me. But I'm not afraid of the pullback. Actually, I welcome it because I know it's probably going to be here in terms of like the BTC pullback, and then we'll see the ordinal pullback probably in the first week of December, and then maybe BTC like ends up kind of picking back up in the middle of December towards the end of the year, and then ordinals will follow it at the beginning of the year. But we'll just have to see, right?
I agree. Yep.
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, let's see if there's anything else in here. Where did we leave off? You said block minting.
Yeah.
Bought and sold tap at profit. What's real funny is that pipe token with 420 supply on Unisat. Oh, the fake one.
Yeah.
When is let's see, Generations YZA? When is token for tap protocol? There's already been, so for the people that are new to the Ordinals ecosystem and environment, the tap protocol is similar to BRC-20 in terms of the way it's an inscription token. It has more flexibility than what the BRC-20 can do. So, for example, you can like actually send to peer-to-peer, and you can actually claim tokens, and supposedly you can stake and all that stuff. They haven't shown that mechanism side of it, but anyways, the mint, when people started minting tap protocol tokens, we're talking about what, July?
Tap tokens. Yeah, I think July was around the time. Might have been. Yeah, it might have been July.
Yeah, so I think it was around July when we started to mint these, and so there's a lot of people that have these tokens already, but now they're starting to be on the Ordinals Wallet, so you can buy them there. So if you're looking for tap protocol tokens, you can find them there.
For sure. Yeah, Ordinals Wallet. Yep. So what else we got? I'm sorry.
Sogol says aped in buying fake tokens. They're doing well of hype of real ones. I'm off. Not really getting that one.
Yeah, man. I'm getting tired. We have a Spaces 8 a.m. tomorrow. Definitely join us, guys. It's obviously on X, and it should be a really good show. We have some really good guests. I think we have Trevor, we have the council, and we have a couple other ones. So that should be really interesting. 8 a.m. Eastern time, which is about, I want to say about 9 hours from right now. So
yeah, exactly. We appreciate you guys, man. We hope this live was fun for y'all. It was definitely fun for us. We'd love to just talk ordinals with you guys and field questions. So, if we can have a guest on, we will. That's what we shoot for. If we can't, then we'll just kick it with you guys, and make sure you check out our membership, the way our membership works and stuff like that if you're interested.
And definitely check out, if you want to use Yagobi in that thing, he's only $3.33. So definitely check them out. And if you want to go find me, I think I'm on page 6. Come on, guys, give me the page 3. I don't even know. My computer's too slow. I think I'm on page 6.
No, 4.
4, really?
Yeah. I think it was just because you got pushed up.
Okay.
You gotta find yourself though.
Where is it? I'm struggling.
Oh, maybe
I don't think
maybe
it's page 4, bro.
maybe 5 then. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know anymore.
There he is. 5, 1 sale. So if you
That's
guys
what
want to use
happens.
use the Shizzy for $30 because I'm a JS, but yeah, just maybe not do that. I don't know. Do whatever the hell you want to do. This was a fun show, guys. I am exhausted. I am ready for bed. I think I slept about 11 hours all week, so that is fun. So yeah, man.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys in the morning. If you join, you should join because there's so much good alpha in there. Twitter
Yeah.
Spaces. Follow us at Yagobiverse, at Ord Revolution.
Revolution.
Those 2 accounts, and then hopefully we'll check y'all in the morning.
Yep. See you guys. Peace.
Peace.